Greetings and hotep. It's Universal God Kadir coming to you live. About ready to drop this science on you. Today I'm discussing the topic of what's going on in the stellar bodies around us out in the cosmos, and how it's affecting Mother Earth and the vibration or frequency of things going on right now. And as you notice, we've seen some very sporadic and odd weather patterns. We've had a lot of natural catastrophes occurring in different countries around the world. My heart goes out to all those who lost their lives for no reason, all the innocent people or whatnot, and who fell victim to different things that was outside of their control. Now, we're all aware of a system known as HARP, which is a weather changing or weather control technology orchestrated by different countries and is used to have control over the climate and climate change. Now, what I believe is going on is that they're using HARP to try to reverse what's going on around us as far as the planetary bodies, because we have the planet Nibiru on its path here, and it's actually already here. You can look up the two suns in China. It was recently spotted 2 suns were in China, but I don't perceive it as being 2 suns. I believe that other body was actually the planet Nibiru, or if not Nibiru, one of its cousins, because there are a couple planets that are like that, which aren't really planets at all, but actually vehicles for transporting different types of beings. But that's another subject that we can get into later on. But as we know, we're entering a phase, we're on the stage of a new era and a new epoch known as the Age of Aquarius, and it's been prophesied and been told throughout many eons that this would occur, and as we enter into a new evolutionary phase and a transition, there's going to be a lot of things occurring. Now, some of these things are mentioned in what you would know as the Book of Revelation, but which also is an offset of the text of Tahuti of ancient Kemitic. Now, when you look at these books, that man has rewritten and reinterpreted. You have to see it with the third eye and let your higher self speak to you and look into what it really is, through vast research and having universal knowledge itself. Now, all the signs are there for us, so now is the time for a preparation to get yourself together and be able to embrace the things that are about to befall us, because there is going to be some dramatic changes. And the only way to survive is if you're equipped in the higher self, and you have all your wits and instincts about you, and you deal in straight wisdom. So now's the time to take all the knowledge that you gathered over the years and for decades, or however long you have, and apply it, to its fullest capacity and potential, because it's going to be detrimental that you do so. Because if you don't, you might fall victim to the things that are to come. Now, some things are going to be occurring, that will be catastrophic, and there'll be great travesties, and this is just the onset. This is the preemptive, this is what's happening in the beginning. So we could really say this is the beginning of the end. This isn't lip service. This is truth. It's been talked about for a long time, and now it's coming to pass, and you see it all around you. So I encourage you to pay attention to the signs, pay attention to the economy, pay attention to the different catastrophes, pay attention to what people say and how people are starting to act now. There's a war going on, and it's a war that's unseen. It's a war on a higher frequency, different vibrations, different aspect, because there's not a good or an evil, or a dark and a light. It's just concepts, it's just energy fields and vibrations clashing with one another, and in that clashing there's a union, but at the same time during that union there has to be a chaos or a destruction in order for it to merge, so to speak. So I ask that you pay attention to these things, also pay attention to things such as the topics of the supermoon. There have been things that have been talked about on this a little bit. It's not really out there in the open like that because it's a very secretive thing, but it's nice to know, because the supermoon represents, it's getting close to the Earth, and we're dealing on electromagnetic frequency. Our bodies adjust to these electromagnetic frequencies, and we're able to transmit signals and vibrations through our higher self through certain frequencies, and the electromagnetic one is one of them. So as the moon gets closer to the Earth, it can change this. It also can heighten your sense. If you're dealing in the arts of magic, and the occult, it can also heighten your magic manifestation, because the moon is a great conductor of this. It's a good way to send out your intent. So if you're planning on doing some spells, this would be a good time to do it while the moon's very, very close like this. You know, so I encourage you to take advantage of this. And if you have anything you want to send out to the universe and help it to manifest, and I encourage you to send out things that help the world as a whole. You know, not a selfish intent, but something to help things become better, or at least some kind of protection around a lot of people. You know, because a lot of people are going to need it. So if you're going to do magic, or you know someone's doing magic, and you want to come together with somebody, you know, I ask that if you do your rituals, you do them with the best intent and love and light for the betterment of all. You know, because if you do that as a whole, as in a mass, you know, then we're more powerful. You know, it's time to open that Kundalini energy that's part of your legacy, which you inherited. It's time to let it come forth and manifest and eradicate the evils and vileness that surround our earth, and the things that are just abominations, you know, and the beings that are abominations. So this is a war, but it's not war in the physical sense. It's war of the souls, you know, and it's time for an evolution, and it's time to purge. You know, purge yourself, you know, and in purging yourself, you become a better being, and by being a better being, then that reflects upon your surrounding environment and everything around you, including the people. So once you purge, then everything else can be purged, and Mother Earth is purging itself as well, as you can see, you know. So if you want to be part of the solution, be part of solution, and if you want to do your part and fulfill your divine purpose, then do so. You know, don't be a problem. You know, it's not time to argue and go to war and battle with other people who are on the same path, who are trying to grow and make a difference. It's time to come together in unity. You know, it's time to work. You know, it's time to put in the footwork, and each person takes its place on this battlefield, so to speak, of this vibration and this spiritual warfare. You know, so I encourage you all to do that again, and I'll go more in depth, you know, on some of these other subjects. I just want to touch on this right quick. Again, this is the Universal God Kadir. You know, you can reach me at YouTube anytime. You know, I'm up for your comments and questions, and anything, you know, you want to send to me, I'll be more than glad to reply in video format if that's possible. You know, so again, you have a great day, you and your family. God bless. You know, God within, that is, the God within me and the God within you. We're all God together. You feel me? God bless. You know, love and light, universal peace. Hotep.